Hey there, all my soul peeps. Angel of the Dawn back with another karmic situation message. Hope everybody's doing okay. Shout out to all of my new and existing subscribers. You guys freaking rock. I love each and every one of you guys. You guys are coming in more and more each day. And I love you guys all so much. No announcement. Do want to keep putting out there that I do have the Facebook group, Angel of the Dawn Twinflame Portal. And that's just a safe place to be able to communicate, share your stories, get support from other twin flames. So there's that. And I do want to say I was preparing to do this, and I always meditate on the cards prior to starting the videos. And when I was meditating on the karmic partner, hold on, let me compose myself. When I was well, I feel like there's going on because when I was meditating on the karmic partner's cards, I kept hearing fucking bitch, that fucking bitch. So we'll see what's going on, but that's what I was hearing. So she's not happy, obviously. They're not happy, however that goes. All right, so as usual, we'll do the divine masculine up top, karmic partner in the middle, and then the potential outcomes or where this is headed at the bottom. And we'll do one more shuffle and we'll just get right into this. Because now I'm super interested in what's going on. Oh, and I don't know how the sound is. Literally, my Bluetooth died right before I sat down over here at the table to do this. And literally, my Bluetooth died as I sat down. It was crazy. So, I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm sure you guys can. Actually, she kind of toned it down over there. She was snoring. My little puppy was snoring like crazy just a couple of seconds ago, right before I started this. So, she's not at the end of the bed today. She's up at the pillows. So, I don't know if you guys will be able to hear her as good. She was snoring so loud, I was afraid that you guys wouldn't be able to hear me. So, all right. I said I was going to do one more, and it was a couple more. But anyways, divine masculine in this karmic situation. What is going on with the divine masculines that are in this karmic situation? Got the wheel upside down, in reverse, I guess. That's how we say it. We'll start it over here. I know that's not going to leave a near enough room. When I do these, I've been filming these live because, through the live feature, because it was taking so many hours to upload like a 20 and 30 minute video. But for some reason, it limits my camera space. We've got the Three of Wands. So I feel like there's some type of, some type. I don't know why I try to go with this general when we already know what we're talking about here. Okay, so there is an ending to something that maybe was supposed to be a foundation, something that the divine masculines were working on building. Oops, sorry. Got the Seven of Swords. It says diplomacy. Now this could be the ending of lies about lies and deception about a foundational situation. Maybe something, like if the divine masculines have been putting on, a mask, a facade about how their life was going. if they were putting out there to their friends and family, things like that, that, you know, everything was okay. You know, nothing to see here, basically. Um, even though I feel like, you know, inside they've had all of this heavy shit going on. I feel like that's what's coming to an end. Like this living in two worlds. Um, they do feel out of control. We've got the Druid here in reverse, or they don't feel like they have control of the situation anymore. And this could be, what am I trying to say? Not trying to control the situation anymore. They're putting down the masks, or taking off the masks and giving up trying to control the situation. They're ending, trying to control, like their, not their perception, but other people's perception of them. Yeah, the Knight of Swords, change. So I feel like the Divine Masculines are making changes, or at least thinking about it. You know, with the swords, that is a lot of times, or well, it's air energy, it is mental energy. So they're definitely thinking about making change. They're wanting to cut something out. They're wanting to, oh yeah, they're getting out of being in their heads and being tied up, you know, mentally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do one more. Well, that was a whole bunch. Yeah, I just keep hearing, you know, like a Divine Masculine just saying, I'm so done. I'm so over this. Yeah, because it's not what they want. The Ten of Cups in reverse. And then we've got the Page of Cups in reverse, reflection. So I feel like basically the Divine Masculines, they're done. They're done putting on this facade. They're done lying to themselves and others. They're done with like sneaking around, trying to get away with something. And I feel like they're unapologetic about that. I mean, not that they may not be apologetic about, you know, some of the things that they've done, but they're unapologetic for making this choice to be done. Now, I don't see any wands here. Well, besides the 3 of Wands. But I'm not really seeing any physical movement, like physical action. Doesn't mean it's not taking place because the cycle is ending. It just means that, you know, they're very much in their heads about the situation. They are trying to get in touch with their emotions. I feel like they are kind of not plotting and planning exactly. I mean, they kind of are, but in a good way. Strategizing. They are strategizing. Thank you. Sometimes I have to get words from my guides. But they're strategizing on like their next move. And I even here with this Knight of Swords. You know, he's clearing a path. He's making way for, he's making way to turn this Ten of Cups right side up. He's making a way to, and he's not making any apologies about it. Like, you know, he's not apologizing to the Karmic about his feelings. I do feel like I need to find out, you know, why the Karmic partner is calling us Divine Feminines a bitch. I mean, I get it. But I feel like there's been some arguments and some conversations being had in the situation. Now, whether or not it's, you know, totally done, we've got the ending here. But this could be an ending just of, you know, the way things are moving. You know, I feel like this is the end of deception. And a lot of this, I feel like this is the Divine Masculines coming to the end of deceiving themselves. I feel like they're getting really clear. You know, we've got quite a bit of swords on here, and I feel like they're really getting more balanced in their own thoughts. They're realizing more what has been going on. I feel like they may even be, you know, seeing the lessons and why things had to happen. But yeah, they're unapologetic about the choices that they're making, because I do feel like they are making choices. And I feel like that's in all areas of their life. I feel like this is a big change for the Divine Masculines, a big change. And they're really, you know, whereas I feel like they used to try to control the situation, with this especially being in the center of the board, I feel like they're not trying to control the situation anymore. This also could be a loss of a job or quitting a job with it, you know, because it's the Emperor and other decks. And I've got this little, it's kind of a layout thing. And the first card says it deals with home matters. So this could be moving. This could be just changing things up in the home. The second card is for business. This could be building something separate from the Karmic. And then Seven of Swords is the third card, which is the love and relationships. Lots of lies and deception in the love and relationships area. So whether this is, you know, the Divine Masculine, him being deceptive with the Karmic, which, you know, that I feel like that's been going on. But this also could be the Karmic being deceptive to the Divine Masculine, which, you know, that's come up in several readings as well in different ways. And then the fourth card there is Fame and Achievements, and that is the Druid in reverse. So that, like I said, that could be the loss of a job, quitting a job, changing of jobs. And then adversity and opposition. So the Knight of Swords, cutting something out. The it being part of the opposition, having problems cutting something out, having issue with cutting something out. Or that could be having of getting clear of something, you know, like really severing ties. And I don't feel like it's like because they don't want to. I feel like there's something that is tying them up. Although they are getting out of mental bondage here. So I feel like they're getting clarity. And that's under gain and expansion, which makes sense because that would be a gain. You know, if you're constantly in your head and worried about stuff and really confused. If you get out of that type of energy, that is definitely, a gain. You're moving forward. That's expansion, moving forward. And then we've got the Ten of Cups in reverse, and that is under restriction. So yeah, that's the restriction to the situation is they're just not happy. And again, I feel like they're unapologetic about starting to get clear on their truth and starting to speak their truth. Because that could also be this Knight of Swords. I mean, this energy very well could be the Divine Masculines really having that conversation with the Karmic, about like, this isn't going to work. I'm not happy. Nothing's growing from this situation. We're still at the Three of Wands. This foundation, it's not going to be a Four of Wands. So yeah, let's see what's going on with Karmic. Got the, wow, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse underneath the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That's cool. Okay, because the Divine Masculine, that was their first card out too. Okay, so wow, I can't speak this evening. Failure, ill luck, broken sequence, unexpected bad fate, outside influences, not contemplated, wait and then try again, is what that says. But that is definitely ending the situation. So they both have that out of the gate. Oh, you're kidding me. Are you still recording? Oh, you are. On my side, some ad popped up. That's so weird. Okay, so Two of Coins. We've got difficulty in launching new projects, difficult situation arising, new troubles, embarrassment, worry, concern, change which must be faced with equanimity. So the Karmics are having to face, that this isn't working out, and that, I feel like they're embarrassed about the situation. And I feel like it's because, they've, from the get-go, they've made this situation, this relationship, out to be more than it ever was. Whether they romanticized it just within their own heads or whether they told their friends and family, that it was something more than it was. We've got the Five of Cups. And that says partial loss, regret, friendship without real meaning, marriage without real love, imperfection, flaw, inheritance, incomplete union or partnership. That comes up underneath the Seven of Swords. And so, yeah, this is the lies and the deception, people trying to get away with something. That's over. There is regret. Maybe on both parties, for whatever reason, they could have regrets for so many different reasons. But yeah, there was no real love in the situation. No real meaning. Got the Page of Wands. And it says, a faithful and loyal person, an envoy, emissary, trusted friend, a stranger with good intentions, a consistent person, a bearer of important news. That comes up underneath the Druid in reverse. And so I'm getting that this could be something to do with why the Divine Masculines may be changing jobs or losing jobs. Because a bearer of important news, I feel like this is actually a bearer of not good news, even though it says a stranger with good intentions. I feel like in this situation, this is the Karmic really, maybe like one last ditch attempt at trying to, stick it to the divine masculine. Well, then we've got the Justice underneath the divine masculine's change. Knight of Swords card, and it says fairness, reasonableness, justice, proper balance, harmony, just reward, sincere desire, good intentions, well-meaning actions, self-satisfaction, advice. Okay, so the self-satisfaction I'm getting. I feel like they are really trying to, I don't know, there's a money thing, and I feel like they're getting away with somehow kind of duping the divine masculines out of some money. And I feel like that's what this Druid in reverse is. And I feel like the divine masculines, they're going to go ahead and allow this because that's the only way they can get free. Then we've got the Hermit in reverse. And it says, imprudence, hastiness, rashness, impurity, foolish act, incorrect advice, failure resulting from inactivity, dullness. And that is underneath the divine masculine's 8 of Swords in reverse. And so I feel like the karmic has done something that, like this card suggests, it was foolish, it was rash, incorrect, or maybe they were given the divine masculine's incorrect advice. Maybe they have been telling lies in some situation, whether it was money, could have been about the divine feminine. But I feel like whatever it was, it made the divine masculine open his eyes and get more clarity in his mental situation. Something that the karmic did is clearing up the mental confusion for the divine masculine. It's like, oh, I see now, and everything's clear now because this person did this, and I see what kind of person they really are. And so now I'm really clear about, what I need to do. That one flipped over. We've got the 6 of Cups. And this comes up underneath the divine masculine's 10 of Cups in reverse. Memories, past influence, things that have vanished, childhood past, nostalgia, faded images, longing, reflections on the past bring insight. So I feel like that's just the karmic. Again, I feel like the karmic has always made this situation more than it was. And so they are reflecting on what they thought it was. And it could be, that they're finally getting that it just never was that, because it says reflections on the past bring insight. So they may be looking back over, excuse me, they could be looking back on the entirety of the situation and realizing that it never was what they thought, what they were making it out to be. We have the 7 of Swords in reverse, which the divine masculines also have the 7 of Swords here. Arguments, quarrels, uncertain counsel or advice, circumspection, slander, babbling, wisdom is unheeded. Okay. So that's the overall energy for the karmic. And that's coming up underneath the Page of Cups in reverse. So I already have said that, the divine masculines, they're making their choice and there's no apologies about it. I feel like, the karmic has, argued and fought, and given bad advice, and probably, like I've already stated before, been saying bad things about the divine feminine. Hence my little message that came to me before I even started the video, where I heard a karmic saying, that fucking bitch. And that would be where the slander comes in. If you guys can read that, it's like second row there. Anyways, and wisdom unheeded. So I feel like the divine masculines have been trying to tell the karmic that, you know, this isn't going to work. This isn't what I want. And I feel like the karmic, again, you know, they've cried and, you know, begged and pleaded, used emotional manipulation, mental manipulation, in order to hang on to some shred of this situation. And I feel like it's finally taking its toll on the divine masculine. And he's like, enough is enough. I don't care what I lose or what I have to do. This is done. So let's see what the outcome is. This isn't like near as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, I really felt like it was going to be some really gnarly shit just from the message that I got. I mean, I feel like this has been inevitable. Like this situation has been coming. And, you know, it's finally, I feel like, coming to a head. So this doesn't necessarily mean just because I feel like this situation's over. I mean, coming up with the wheel in reverse for the first card for both of them, to me, that basically, I mean, that says it's over. And no, it's over, even though the karmic, you know, is still fighting it. You know, I feel like she's going, kicking and screaming. And I mean, it's crazy because, you know, let's see which one of these said something about embarrassment. This one right here. And it's crazy because, you know, I feel like she feels embarrassed about sticking in this situation as long as she has, but at the same time, she's doing all these things now that really should be embarrassing, you know, like the manipulation and the crying and begging and then threatening, because I feel like it's like a passive aggressive narcissistic type of situation. Like I'm hearing all of this stuff in my head right now, just crying and please don't do this, and then cussing them out in the next sentence, and you know, you were never all that anyway, you know, like putting them down and then begging them. It's crazy. Like my head right now is kind of ping-ponging back and forth. Every time I do these karmic readings, this karmic, I can basically hear them. And like I can't see like the actual divine masculine's reactions, but I can hear these things that the karmic's saying, and even some visuals, you know, not like an actual person, but like an energy of somebody crying and pacing and even throwing things and just really making an ass of themselves, which to me, that's more embarrassing than thinking you love somebody and it turning out not to be love. Look what there. This card fell off and the wheel's there. I'm not taking that because I wasn't done shuffling, but that was interesting. So anyways, let's see where this is going. I always feel like this is such crazy energy. It doesn't feel near as heavy for me as it did the last couple of times I did the karmic situation video. I mean, really, I feel like it's just really petty. It's not so heavy because I feel like the divine masculines, because usually I feel their energy the most. Like I might hear the karmic and get visuals of the karmic, but I feel the divine masculines. And so when they're feeling heavy, when their energy is really heavy, then I really feel that. I don't feel heaviness from them. I feel more of a kind of like a relief and almost possibly like laughing at the situation. And laughing at the karmics for these crazy ass attempts and passive aggressive narcissistic behavior. Because I think they're really getting clear on, you know, what this karmic is really about. Because I feel like I feel like the divine masculines in the past had kind of, you know, seen the karmic in a certain way. Like maybe, well, I'm hearing like mentally fragile, but, and I kind of feel like that's a little bit of why the divine masculines haven't ended this in the past. Because they didn't see the karmic as a narcissist, as I feel like they should have. They seen the karmic as like, you know, just sad and depressed and maybe just needs a little bit of help. And maybe if I help them a little bit, you know, they'll be better and then they can move on their own. I feel like the divine masculines was kind of like, you know, kind of trying to be chivalrous about the situation that really didn't deserve that kind of honor. Because I don't feel like there was any honor coming from the karmic side. So, all right. Enough jibber jabber. Let's see what's going on. Well, let's just throw them all on the floor. How about that? All right. What is happening with this? Okay, now we got the Eight of Swords again. This time in the upright. We have it in the reverse here. So, the divine masculines are very much getting clear about, you know, their thoughts and feelings about the situation, but they may be unclear about what to do. Because I kind of feel like these karmics are like off the rails. Got the Eight of Wands, the Six of Cups. Okay, this could be they're unsure about moving forward towards the divine feminine. And I've actually felt that for a little while, and it's not because, you know, they definitely know that the divine feminine is their counterpart and where they want to be, but I feel like they have, you know, they feel like they've missed their chance. Got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they feel like they've missed their chance. And in, you know, some cases, some divine masculines may be in that position where they have missed their chance. All right, we got the Two of Wands in reverse. The Knight of Swords in reverse. So they're not rushing in. Like, okay, hold on. Let me finish getting his cards. One more, please. Nope, just one more. So I feel like even though this karmic situation, at least the one that I am picking up on today, this is ending. But even though that's ending, the divine masculines, they're not rushing in to let the divine feminines know. Because I don't feel like this has a damn thing to do with the karmic situation, to be honest. I know that's what reading this is, but I'm not feeling the karmic in this anymore. Like, the tantrum throwing ended here. Because that's really, I'm seeing like a little kid just totally throwing a tantrum when it comes to the karmic. Gosh darn it, I just want one card. Well, we do have the Three of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Wands, and the Hermit. So, Three of Wands, or Three of Swords in reverse does say, again, the ending of a third-party situation. Queen of Wands, I've often seen that as, you know, the Divine Feminine, the one that the Divine Masculine is passionate about. And then, of course, the, and that could be the Divine Masculine. That could just be a message about the Divine Masculine realizing that he cannot move forward with the Divine Feminine, even though that's where he wants to be, until he's completely moved out of this karmic situation energy, this Three of Swords energy, and is totally done with the situation. Okay, there's that Queen of Wands again. Still not taking it because it was a bunch of cards, but there she is again. Finally, just one. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Yep, they're done. And the Page of Wands in reverse. So, I don't feel like the Divine Masculine are moving forward right now towards the Divine Feminines. I feel like they're going to need some recoup time. Because I feel like this karmic situation has kind of fucked them up mentally. Because there's always a ton of swords. And that also could be indicative of a Gemini. You know, because swords are not just Gemini, air. Air signs. If you're dealing with an air sign. I don't know why I said Gemini. But it could be indicative of an air sign, but I feel like it's mostly the Divine Masculines. This is really fucked with their head, you know? So I feel like they're going to need some recoup time before they move forward towards the Divine Feminine. Before they come forward and deliver any kind of messages. But they're going to need some recovery after this, you know, 10 swords in your back. You might need some rest and recovery after that. And I feel like with the Page of Wands in reverse, they're just not feeling like right now. I'm getting like there's a sense of defeat and a sense of relief. Like I'm picking up on like sadness about maybe what they have put the Divine Feminines through in the past. Sadness that, you know, they didn't cut this off sooner. Relief that, you know, either it's over now or it's soon going to be over. Yeah, I've got the Three of Swords underneath that. But, I do feel like this is an ending. Now, again, we do have the Eight of Wands down here, so there is some action. Or, well, I feel like this is, you know, actually the Divine Masculine not knowing whether to move forward. I feel like they want to move forward fast and furious, but I feel like they don't think that they deserve to, because, yeah, they don't think that they deserve, happiness. They don't think that they deserve the Divine Feminine. They don't think that they deserve the love from the past. And so they're not, you know, even though this may be over or soon to be over, they don't feel that they can come towards the Divine Feminine. Figured out a way to move towards the Divine Feminine yet. So, all right, that's what I've got, guys. If you guys like my videos, please like, share, and subscribe, comment. If you guys are interested in getting a personal private reading from me, I do have some openings, and that information is in the description box below. And I different readings available at different price points. Therefore, I try to make it where anybody can get a reading if they want. I do have limited number of readings that I do each week, just in order to keep my energy up, keep, all of the readings in good integrity, private and the free ones that I do. So yeah, if you guys want a private reading, check out the information in the description box below and then shoot me an email. And if you guys are interested in any of the other services that I provide or donating to the channel is always appreciated and accepted. All that information is in the description box below. And thank you guys so much for being here with me. I love each and every one of you guys. And this is Angel of the Dawn. Same peace, love, and light out. Until next time.